Well, my manager rang and said, I hate to break the news, but the label called today. They said they have to cut you loose. I felt broken like a vase that had fallen from the roof. Tears rolling down my face, Lord, what am I to do? I felt pain in my life so far, a fractured wrist and a broken heart. But this is sure to leave a nasty scar, one that might not heal. So I said, this is the worst day of my life. It's the worst day of my life.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. He's a brainless, heartless coward with no power. That's just another trick of his. He ain't nowhere, so don't feed his fire. Jump in my balloon, I'll take you higher. Take you somewhere over the rainbow. Get your ticket to the show. Heels click and here we go. Cause you already know there's no place like no place like, there's no place like, there's no place like, there's no place like home. It's where the heart is. Some brainiacs will tell you home is where your house and car is. But if you're brave enough to love the ones you hate the hardest, you might find, cause sometimes home is where your deepest scars. Society will try to cast you where they think your part is. Give awards and accolades to what they think a star is. But go find your pay no attention to the lies they try to feed ya. It's a wicked, twisted fable. He's not stable. It's just another box of tricks, a crock of shit and good dreams go wasted. Hungry for the fame, don't let him taste it. He's been stealing dreams, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. I'ma tell the story my way, cause the only way home ain't on this yellow brick highway. No place like, there's no.
Like pawns and relentlessly confined into living up to gender roles and having absent minds. Don't you think it's funny how they tell us how to live? Don't you think it's funny how we're all delinquent kids? Like, hush now, don't say, don't say. Hush boy, don't say a word. Throw on a jersey, no one gets hurt. Hush girl, just bat your eyes. Play our little game, play our little game. Rounded all thoughts and corrected common sense. You raising suicidals with your predetermined titles. Like a mess, distressed, I am unimpressed. Your excess, address is all you'll ever be. Gender roles impose control and deceit. Progressive times. Welcome to the land of the broken mind. Hush boy, don't say a word. Throw on a jersey, no one gets hurt. Hush girl, just bat your eyes. Play our little game, play our little game. Hush boy, don't say a word. Throw on a jersey, no one gets hurt. Hush girl, just bat your eyes. Play our little game, play our little game.
You don't know what we've been through. Things got worse when we met you. You don't know what we've been through. We'll show you what we've been through.
My name is Eggs Benedict, but I won't be working the breakfast shift. This job had no prerequisites. Does that mean I should have been hesitant instead of just accepting it? Cause I'm digging up a couple skeletons with artificial intelligence. I'd better quit now, to hell with this. Nope, I can't now, too late. This elevator's going down to my grave underground, look around, not a sound can escape. Freaking out, I'm how many hours away? Feels like I've been down here for days. This free pizza voucher can wait. Not gonna lie, not proud of the pay. Hey, boss, how about a raise? A mechanical clown with a powerful gaze, locked in a coffin, bound like a slave. Counted the plates coming out of her face. Has she found any way to get out of her cage? Maybe. What? They're not so bad, baby. Yeah, just stop, relax. Sorry that I can't help you out.
Yes, you can, we'll tell you how.
Can't help but feel like you belong here.
But I wanna leave, I just gotta leave.
You know that something's going wrong here.
And she's watching me, now she's on to me.
Come find out what's been going on here.
Is my progeny caught up to me? Can't help but feel like I'm a pawn here. Is that honesty when they talk to me?
Remember the crew?
Yes, I do.
Foxy, Bonnie, Freddy, you.
But who the heck are the rest of you? And why has anybody been renting you?
Welcome, eggs, I guess you're new.
Yep, just got here. Can I get the scoop?
Sure you can, I'll get you through. My simple guidance should make sense to you. You'll need a vet to get to every room. There's plenty of work we've left to do. Make sure everybody's at the proper station. Shock them for a little motivation.
Wow, that sounds awful rude.
Oh God, I'm going insane. Chasing after you, please don't leave me. I see your heart washing away. And that's how you left me in the cold. It's pitiful how you let me lose. You better run, better run. Your time is out, nothing you can do. Better run, better run. I can't remember when you hurt me so bad, but now the tables turn, apocalypse is coming. I can't remember when you left me so sad, but in the end I learned the reins and how an angels could be bad. I never make a sound. Fingers crossed, I shut my mouth. Thoughts that creeping through my teeth. Drip, drop, the night is out. Silence seems to drown me out. Box my thoughts and give me some relief. I wanna let you down, make you pass and turn around. Won't you give me what I need? I wanna let you down and I always lost and never found. Won't you give me what I need?
Tick tock, make me creep. Never ending, counting sheep. Never get no sleep. Tick.
I wake up, puddle of sweat. I have nightmares and I get back into bed. It's like these voices just keep playing on repeat in the back of my head, and I can't get them to leave me alone. 30 years old, but still hates being alone when I'm home, because that's when the voices get the loudest. Opening up like this is a moment far from my proudest, but these demons keep pressing me. I swear they're the foulest, but I've grown comfortable with their presence. My conscience is calloused. My dreams are their playground, my thoughts are their palace. I try to evict them, they return with more. Anxiety isn't an item you can return at the store. I was 10 the first time I had a panic attack. Like a punch to the stomach, there's no planning for that. And I didn't tell anyone because I was too scared about what they'd say. And I know deep down there was nothing they could do to take it away. It was my fight to fight and my battle to face. I remember that house I grew up in and how those demons would rattle that place. I'd lay awake at night just staring at the ceiling. I've spent my whole life trying to run from that feeling of being lonely, that feeling of being lost, that feeling of being sick when the lights turn off, that feeling of being depressed, that feeling of being anxious, that feeling of screaming to God, begging him to take this, only to get silence in return. I'd lay in that bed crying and I'd toss and I'd turn. And I turn and I toss to this day. The doctors gave me medication, the pastor said pray. I tried both and this anxiety still hasn't gone away. So forgive me if I fantasize about being gone today. I'm an actor who got really good at being on today. But when I turn off, I go right back into the shadows. I'm in the deep end now, but I started in the shallows. And I might just drown myself in these waves. Suburban hell, these homes are all graves. Everyone's coping with something but won't admit it. They're all too afraid. And these kids are glued to watching me. What do I say? If I'm honest with them, maybe they won't think highly of me. Everything they want me to be is what I'm dying to be. But everything I really am is what I'm not trying to be. I want them to know that they're not alone in their struggles. I wake up in tears and fall back asleep in those puddles. And I don't think I'll ever get out of this valley I'm in. Terrified that all along God has tallied my sins. And if he has, the number must be astronomical. My life is a joke and you keep reading, just past the comic. Because everything you think that I am is far from the truth. I wish I could open up to you and just let loose. But my vocal cords get tight when the devil pulls on this noose. And then I'm back to keeping everything bottled up inside. But he's not gonna keep me from pulling the throttle back this time. He's not gonna keep me trapped like this. I can't get out of bed, I was never made to act like this. I'm packing up my bags and he can't stop me from running fast like this. I'm not gonna be a slave to these voices of anxiety. I'm shoving the devil back for every time that he lied to me. And I'm taking a belt to these demons who whisper despair in my ear. And I'm ignoring every naysayer who stands and stares when I'm near. I'm moving forward out of this slump. I took my bruises, I took my lumps. I fell down but I got right back up. So give me a torch and let's light that up. I'm setting fire to the devil and I'm dousing these demons in gasoline. Look at you now. Now you're not laughing at me. Now who's the one who's being tortured and punked? Now who's the one closing every door that I want? Now who's the one watching the other burn to the ground? Don't look away from me. You better turn back around. I'm not done talking to you now. I'm watching your moves. I'm on your back and I'm stalking you too. And when you try to ruin some other kid's life, I'll be stopping you too. You took 30 years of my life and I can't get that back. You told me to end my life and I nearly got killed for that. You took me down but I bounced right back. I was lost then and I got found like that. And everything you told me I wasn't, someone new told me I was. And everything you hated in me, someone new told me he loves. And when you tried to kill me with depression and anxiety, he reached in and placed hope deep inside of me. So I'm done listening to you and letting you control me. I'm announcing it now that the devil can't hold me. I'm walking away from the old me and I'm demanding a refund on every lie that you sold me. You knew I'd find a way out sooner or later, and I found my escape in the form of a savior.